condition. But we'll soon fix that. We do 5 miles every morning.
I'd make it 10 if I were you. It's even slower than Clark.
But not as slow as you.
Beat you, Francis, anytime.
So what happened last month?
Clark deliberately fouled him, and you know it.
Is that why you've dragged this one in?
Let's hope he can swim a little better.
That isn't funny, Larson.
Yes, another washed-up body in the shore, and this place will really have a bad name.
Hey, go, Mr. Francis. Stay out of this, Albert. You too, Talbot.
Hello, Mr. Francis.
You don't want to get hurt, old-timer. I'd steer clear if I were you.
Afraid I don't know your friend. Should I? My name is Cameron.
I told you to get out of the way!
Inspector Cameron, the provincial detective.
How do you do, Inspector? Miles Porter.
Ah, Mr. Porter.
And this is Hank Larson.
Mr. Larson.
He was just showing Ted here a few boxing techniques. That's right, isn't it, Ted?
Nothing to worry about, Inspector.
Unless you care to arrest them for their appalling techniques.
It's the truth, sir. Officer. Nothing to worry about.
Until the next time. I'll be seeing you, Francis. You too.
Talbot. David Talbot.
Nice to meet you, Inspector. The detective is still around, but he should be with the old man.
It'll take 2 minutes at the most.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Have a good row, Francis. Have you got the watch ready?
Francis ought to make good time today, unless something untoward happens.
Well, I think you're going to enjoy this, Jock.
Are you ready? Roll!
Damn it, Talbot.
If I were you, Francis, I'd wear a bathing suit next time.
Someone's been busy.
I can tell you who.
After him. We'll meet later as planned, 10 o'clock.
Careful how you hold that thing.
And don't hit the ball too hard.
Someone may have tampered with it, and you may get a nasty dunking.
Now, what's that you've got?
You should know. It is yours, isn't it?
Well, I've got a spare mallet somewhere if it's a game of croquet you
For
want.
what I've got in mind, this will do fine. No, that's enough, Ted. Let me at you.
Are you two completely insane? We've already got one policeman hanging around. Are you? This is right. Keep this up and they'll be buzzing around like flies.
Don't think this is over, Larson, because it isn't.
Well, if you're interested, I can think of one way to settle it.
Any way you want.
A race, 3 miles. My house against yours. Winner takes both.
Need some paint. But that's one way to get rid of you, I suppose.
Aren't you forgetting something? Half of that house is mine.
Then you'll own half of his when I win.
Or half of nothing if you lose.
Is it on, or isn't it?
9 in the morning, the usual course.
Be there.
Now, what the hell did you want to do a thing like that for?
You've seen the timings. I can beat him easily.
The workouts don't mean a thing. In a race, he's a different man altogether.
I can still beat him.
I hope so, for both our sakes.
Oh, I will. One way or another.
Hello? Yes? Fine. That's just fine.
Harris?
Francis has agreed to the postponement. Officially, he's waiting for new racing blades. Apparently, his others accidentally broke. And now it's up to you.
I think I've seen enough.
Don't be fooled.
I could beat this time in a bathtub.
So could he. Look, I don't mean to be a bore, but I think you should get some practice in, too. You may be able to afford to lose the house, but I can't.
Well, I don't intend to lose. Anyway, we don't own the house anymore.
We what?
Well, not exactly, anyway.
What are you talking about?
I used it as collateral on a loan.
But we've already wagered it.
So I wagered it again. I couldn't resist the odds. 20 to 1.
You bet on yourself to win?
Every single cent.
You're crazy. If you lose, we'll both go to jail.
I've already told you. I have no intention of losing.
How you feeling, Larson?
I've just about given you up.
I'm feeling good. Really good. Think maybe I might set a record today. Straight, gentlemen! Are you ready?
Stop your damn fooling, will you?
Why not?
You almost like this at the start of a race?
It's an old trick, Inspector. It unnerves the opposition. But something's wrong. Do you think we should...
Are you ready, gentlemen?
Too late.
Ready? Whoa!
Get him out of the water.
Don't worry, Inspector. You can swim like a fish.
You've got exactly 1 hour to pack your things and get out. You can tell Talbot, too, when he gets back.
Why don't you tell me yourself?
I want you and Thomas off my property. Now.
Aren't you being a bit hasty, Mr. Larson?
This is none of your business, Inspector.
I'm afraid it's part of my business. All three of us were witness to your breaking in downstairs last night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not to mention the fact that you left a man to drown.
And there were 30 witnesses to that event.
That was hardly my fault. I thought it was a trick. Come on, he was always fooling around and he could swim anyway. If I'd stopped, the race would have been rowed again.
Well, you didn't make yourself many friends today. And evicting these two will only make matters worse.
You're wasting your time, Inspector. I don't scare that easily. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
You will remember to mention the breaking and entering, won't you?
Hello. You said what? Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot.
What's up?
Cameron's just been to see Harris. He's asking some very strange questions.
I think we better make ourselves scarce.
Forget the report. Just...
Going somewhere, Larson?
What do you want?
You're under arrest for the murders of Ted Francis and Doug Clark.
Clark? Why in the world would I want to kill Clark? And who the hell do you think you are, anyway?
The police?
Really? Well, I didn't kill Francis either. I like winning races, but not that badly.
Well, then why the suitcase?
It's because I know things look bad for me, so I'm getting out till Cameron finds out who really killed him.
Well, you'll have to go through me first.
Well, that should be easy. May have assaulted a policeman.
I thought he was threatening you.
One Sergeant Stryker.
What are we going to do now?
I think that decision is going to be made for us.
Are they dead, Mr. Talbot?
Very much so, I'm afraid.
Well, then we'd better be getting out of here fast, huh? Give me the gun. You wouldn't want to be found here with them, would you?
Oh, you don't understand, Albert.
I understand very well. After what they did to Mr. Francis, you had every right. But not everyone would see it that way, huh? Give me the gun. I'll help you back to the boathouse.